bless you. But don't expect to change the world. Now, price competition limits profits. So if I'm selling jewelry, iPhones, whatever it is, and I'm the same as the next guy, and the only thing I can give you is a lower price, my price drops, my competitor's price drops, and I don't make much money. The whole world today is about value addition, increasing profits. That's what we need to do. Maybe mining companies, even mining companies, try to get into that downstream game that they can. But fundamentally, value addition is what business is all about. And it's most often represented in brand. Everything, from the water that we drink. I was in the restaurant here, I said, can I have a glass of water? I said, everything's bottled. I'm in Switzerland. There's no shortage of water. I guess they want to make money on the brand. The brand makes the real money. Okay, so, you gotta know where you're gonna go. Our ethics in added value proposition. Because the way to look at this whole story, in my view, is, hey, I got an opportunity to make more money. How do I make more money? Well, I differentiate my product from the crowd. As soon as I differentiate my product, it's worth more. Now, if I can sell a beautiful story, like this diamond helped people, or this diamond didn't hurt people, or this diamond has been monitored, or this gold, or this iPhone, or this whatever it is, and my competitor doesn't do that, I'll win. I win the money, I win the business game, I win the marketing game. So the name of the game is, can we make more money by being ethical? And the answer, I think, is yes. Will consumers pay more for ethical products? Well, maybe they say they'll only prefer A to B. But in the end, if they prefer A to B and they buy A, and Mr. B here doesn't have what Mr. A has, he shuts his store because everyone's got the store number A. And that's worth money too. So turning preference into cash is no, you don't have to have a PhD. Another question is, will we lose money if we are unethical? We'll be the next Nike. How much is our risk exposure? So you got the stick and you got the carrot. Carrots first, everybody, and sticks too. And God bless the NGOs with their sticks. Now, can we hide under unknown sources? Well, I don't really know where it comes from, and the industry is too complicated, and we can never figure out where this stuff comes from anyways, and you're asking me to do the impossible. Hey, what about Walmart and fish? Do you know that all these tunas were dying, all these little kids are writing letters, please don't kill the dolphins. And Walmart finally took a decision and said, if you want to sell fish in the Walmart stores, which is the biggest fishery selling place in the world, you need to get me a certificate from the fisheries. Or Home Depot. They're doing well now, by the way, because hurricane. Home Depot and lumber, timber. Where did the tree come from, man? How do you keep track of trees? Yep, it's worth money. You keep track of trees. Diamonds, gold, etc. It's all coming down the pipe because you're going to want to differentiate your product. Then you can say you're ethical too because you're making money. Before I go on, I just want to say one thing in here about responsibility, everybody. Money is power. It's real power. It really is. You go over to somebody and give them $100,000, they don't like it. Even if they hate you. Money is real power. And money is not neutral. You go fund some terrorists, they won't blow you up. You give money to the right people, they're going to do good things. You give money to the bad people, they're going to do the wrong things. Don't tell me money is neutral. Money is the powerful, tremendous force for change. You go to Sierra Leone, right? So these guys look at the mining laws, and they don't care, they just want to keep their kids alive. And then you give them a business. You say, I will buy your diamonds at a higher price if there's no child labor, if you follow my rules. They say, fine, give me the money. I'll do what you want me. When you stand on my head, I'll stand on my head. What do you think Nike is doing today in Vietnam? They have inspectors checking for child labor, checking if there's a fire extinguisher in the wall or whatever have you. Money talks. You guys sit on money. You are very powerful people. You cannot avoid your responsibility. You're responsible for what you do with your money and with other people's money. You're responsible for how we invest money or how you invest money. You are responsible for what you buy and sell as money, all consumers everywhere, by every inch. Whether it's an iPhone, a diamond, gold, jewelry, dirty gold. I didn't hear about Victoria's dirty secret. It was a campaign. It was a campaign because they sent out 100 million catalogs a year, killing too many trees. And it changed their behavior. They don't send out those catalogs. They're going different ways. All this in the past 5-10 years. So my point is you are responsible, consumers, investors, business people, for what you buy and what you sell. And that's a fundamental message that's going out everywhere. So, summary. Try to keep it to a half an hour. in Switzerland. Gotta watch that club. Fair markets. We need fair markets. You want to change the world? Create a market. Create a fair market. Let people in Africa sell diamonds for a competitive price. One of the reasons for the war in Sierra Leone, one of the worst wars in the world, was because the diggers and the people who were working were getting ripped off. They went, they worked, they found the bloody diamond, and then they were stolen. They were ripped off because they couldn't get to a fair market. Create fair markets. Use economic power, free market power, to change the world. Competition is great. Competition is the mother of all invention. Competition is what makes things work. Introduce competition in a market environment, you will change Africa. Rational laws. Don't go into this international. You know, the United Nations, and they're nice, and they're sweet, and very prestigious and everything. But the bottom line is, the UN, since you've got governments that are not going to go along with simple things like stopping murdering the people in countries like Zimbabwe or Syria or whatever, Kosovo, or you name it. National laws that control or influence and regulate how people spend their money on stuff. Money is power. You got to have that responsibility. Don't tell me that you're not involved. If people get killed because of the way you guys handle your money, trust me, you'll get screwed somewhere. Differentiation. Differentiate products. Create brands. Differentiate products. Add value through certification. And understand the market dynamics of supply and demand. That's going to take care of a lot of things that everyone here is worried about when we market this stuff. So, market forces, in my view, determine reality. Respect them, introduce them. What we at Rapaport try to do is we try to insert market forces, transparency, efficiency. We try to push these things. It's up to us to improve the added value proposition of ethical products. That's how you get ahead. You market this stuff. You can sell your financial investments using every trick in the book. Well, you should probably sell ethical investments, ethical products, ethical whatever, because it makes people feel good. You know, there's a real demand for people, particularly in California, not so much in, I don't know, China or someplace. I want to feel good. I want to think that I did the right thing. I make the world a better place to live. You got the money, you got the house, you got the financial security, you got whatever you got. Now what do you do with yourself? You want to feel good. You want to have a good investment. You want to make the world a better place. You can sell that. You can package it. You can sell it. But then if you're ready doing it. Okay, so you got to improve this. Now we must create free, fair, efficient, transparent, and competitive markets for ethical products. Guy walks into a jewelry shop. I want to buy fair trade gold, or I want to buy I don't have it. He sees the back of his head. Goes to another store. That's going to change behavior. That's going to change market behavior. That's going to create higher prices for fair trade gold or for ethical gold or whatever it is. It's the consumer, it's the purchasing power that is the most powerful force. Finally, and here's the kind of, you want morality from Rapaport, here's morality. You want ethics, here it is. In the end, after all said and done, society gets the level of ethics that is willing to pay for it. No more, no less. Money talks. If people say, we want an ethical world, then they have to be willing to pay for it. They have to be willing to vote with their money. Because ultimately, we can sit here and talk ourselves blue in the face. It's the ability of people to differentiate products, to brand those products, to sell the idea of ethical stuff that's going to change the world, in my view. Our challenge is to increase the value of our values. Thank you.
Very, very much. Because of time constraints, Martin is around in spite of him being very timid, humble, quiet, and shy. He will answer any question about anything on any subject during the day. Our next speaker is Steve Howard, who is the Chief